So I wanted to ask you a question regarding footprint when buying. So this is a Nick question. When buying auction domains from different vendors, you would never have the option to choose a registrant profile. So that the domain will be registered on the company profile that the account has. Then, when the domain registration is complete after auction, you can change to privacy, change name, etc. But in Whois history, there will be an instance where the company name real owner is shown before swapping to privacy slash fake name. Do you have a solution for this? Yeah, let me take off.
So
Do you
one
have a
is
solution
there.
for this in Sterling Salat PBN strategy, or do you ignore this? And have you heard of manual review de-indexing based on historic Whois information?
Yeah, so who is something that you'd want to make sure you're not running into footprints, especially if we're talking about PBN building here. But as far as historical goes, it's a bit tricky. I can't say that I've ran into that issue. I've been a part of like mass de-indexation times. There's a few years ago, maybe like 4 years ago or so, where all PBNs really got hit. But as far as who is goes, you know, if you're starting out and see, I knew you're gonna pick a long ass question. And you're maybe building a small PBN, right? One of the footprints is you want it to be dispersed across a bunch of registrars, but if you've got like 6 or 7 sites and your money site has like 100 referring domains, there are quite a few registrars that are going to give you privacy for free or for an extremely low cost right out of the gate. Like Namecheap automatically puts privacy. It's my favorite registrar by far. But you can search for those and pick a handful of that. And when it comes down to it, I think like even GoDaddy, when you transfer the site over, if you purchase it, your name is going to be associated with it on that registrar, but then immediately purchase uh, privacy or change the name up, hypothetically. You've got to imagine that who is the same as anything else. It's got crawlers that are running around gathering information. Um, yeah, I think if you just implement things fast enough, it's not going to be something you're going to have to worry about. And then, there's always the other case. Whenever you're conceptualizing a footprint that Google could hypothetically pop you for, what you have to imagine is that they have to have 100% concrete evidence that you are using this website for the practices of manipulating their search engine. And in order to do that, that means they can't take a guess, right? So if this historical data showed that this website belonged to so and so, and then was put on privacy, there is no proof there, right? Like that it's been used for nefarious reasons, unless like you're talking about manual actions coming by your website with teams. But you have to think about how many millions, literally millions of websites there are out there. A lot of these registrars are huge. If you've owned 100 websites historically, it's a pretty slim chance that you're going to have somebody come and comb through those 100 websites and see which ones are PBNs. Everything is based on an algorithm, and then everything is deduced down from there. And then, hypothetically, the ones with the most footprints would be the ones that get scanned by teams. Um, I think this is maybe something that you're overthinking just a little bit, but this is what's interesting about building a PBN is there's going to be a lot of things that you monitor where you realize you're coming into some sort of overlap issue, or there's something that doesn't quite seem like it's going to be concrete enough. But remember, Google can't just come out here and just say, oh, well, any website that was once owned by so and so is now, suspect of being a PBN. Hypothetically, could that be written in the algorithm? I guess so, but this is something I would not worry about right now. Just When you get the site, go ahead and throw privacy on it, and you should be good to go. But then also remember that if you're building a huge PBN network, especially if it's correlated to like a handful of money sites that you own, overlap issues are going to be an issue, and privacy itself can be a footprint, right? So, you want to diversify out of that if you can as well.
He had mentioned using fake names or privacy.
Yeah, which is,
we didn't advise it. It's something people do.
It's something people do.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.